Today is April the 13th.
Yeah.
Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th.
And here is a first timeline pass of the movie. Explain what this madness is.
So these are diagrams showing where basically they find the camera that takes a picture into the future of 24 hours, and then these are diagrams showing how it would work. So if here's the camera, it's actually taking a picture of this event, which is happening on Tuesday, and then it spits out this photo, which is of what happened on Tuesday. So then on Tuesday, the camera is taking a picture into the future of what's happening on Wednesday and kicking out a photo of what happened on Wednesday. And
it goes right up. This is the last scene.
That's right. Don't give it away.
The last scene is about the corner of a door frame.
You just ruined the movie for everybody, man. What I would really like is an actual camera that takes a picture of the future so that I could see what the rest of this board looks like. Because that would be awesome.
April 17th.
And we've just done the third pass on the outline where we added all the scene locations and time of day.
It's like
We've got
significantly more complicated.
how many scenes? Oh,
6.
that's right. Yeah, and
16.
we added all the, I forgot we added all the pictures and the serial killer yarn. April 25th, 2017. If you're watching this video, it's the future. We just finished the script, the first draft of the script.
Right here.
Yeah. That's right. 92 glorious pages.
How are you feeling about the total lack of progress on finding a location?
Oh, well, I blame Cooper.
Okay, that's good. You should blame him.
Yeah, for sure. But I also have faith that he's going to pull it out in the end. So.
It's May 29th
Yeah.
of 2012, and we just finished watching
The
the Twilight Zone,
episode about the camera.
A Most Unusual Camera,
Most unusual camera.
which we just found out.
It's not as unusual as you would think.
Yeah.
We thought of it too.
Not as unusual as you would think, correct. So we didn't know about this episode until really just the other day.
Yeah,
Someone
my friend
mentioned
Tomas
it.
told us, and I think it was actually the first day of pre-production, or the day before, but we watched it today, so.
A lot of similarities, at least in terms of a camera that takes photos of the future
Right.
at a certain distance in time.
And they use it for betting, which I guess is kind of a no-brainer, because that's
Right.
like the whole Back to the Future thing, but.
It just shows there are no original ideas left in the world.
No, sadly.
Friday, June 15th, 2012. So what's the update?
Well, the script is done, and the concept art is almost done, and we're starting casting and looking for location, right?
Looking for casting director,
Yeah,
looking for
that's right.
location. August 1st, 2012, momentous occasion of a day. Bradley, explain why.
We got our location, and
Do we officially have it?
we don't officially have it, so I just jinxed us.
But we have it enough.
Right, we have it.
We have
enough.
verbal confirmation.
Right. So, in a few days, hopefully, we'll get all the paperwork signed, and then we'll have keys, and I can start storyboarding in the location, and we can get someone to clean the blood off the sidewalk, and board up the holes. It's gonna be great.
Is there really blood on the sidewalk?
There's really blood on the sidewalk. The location for Time Lapse is a vacated apartment complex that was built in the 1920s. It's been empty for about 5 years. We found it by going through a City of Los Angeles registry of abandoned buildings. We got the place just before it was due to be demolished.
It's pretty banged up. A lot of squatters here, you could tell. Most of the rooms had been heavily tagged. I think you'll definitely feel that, like the creepy aspect of the science fiction nature of the script. and shooting starts next week, so we've been prepping for almost a month.
Here, push it up.
I do art direction on this, although that's only the technical term. Mostly I've been renovating this facility. There were a lot of broken windows when we came here. They had to be replaced. A lot of the walls were falling apart, but you know, all the big work's done, which is really exciting. There's just a lot of little repairs and little things that are going on, like paint touch-ups, that kind of thing.
We're really excited to see the machine finally coming together. Up until now, you know, it's just been either in our heads or on paper, and now it's finally coming to life.
I've just been working for the past 15 days building this science fiction machine. It's a cool project, it's a cool idea, it's a cool location, and it's just fun.
I've been working on this for about 5 days with David. He's doing the building, and then I make it look like this. Just layering a lot of different textures and paints. Age it. We're making it from scratch. We're using old Polaroid cameras to incorporate into the panel.
It's getting close. There's just a lot of little details, like this thing, this little mechanism where I actually put these cartridges in for the Polaroids. So it's a lot of those kind of things. I had to build the camera today, the actual lens out of a paint bucket, make it look real.
Edit that out. It's not a paint bucket. It's a camera from the future.
We are in the storyboard room. It's one of the bungalows on set that we just decided that would be exclusive to storyboards only. It looks super complicated. Most of the yarn has to do with time and whose timeline we're following. And then the index cards are just what we see on camera during the story, and it goes in chronological order. And then the storyboards obviously are a rundown in order of how we're going to shoot them. Continuity-wise, it's going to be a little bit rough because the time traveling, and then we have also photographs of the future. But because we want to make sure that that is exactly what it looks like, we're just shooting the movie backwards and mixing it all around. We've had so much pre-production actually, and then we pushed the shoot back a week too. So I think it's going to be fine. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
And roll sound. Sound speed. B marker.
The actors and the characters in the story and the crew are all trapped in this one location for 5 weeks. Will there be a sense of claustrophobia that infects the film? I mean, certainly the director maybe says, oh, I hope so. You know, I hope everyone starts going crazy. But at the same time, not to the extent that it would mess up the shoot.
And cut. That's a cut. Cut.
I see that.
All right, that's 11B.
We are on day 2 of principal photography, and today we are doing literal photography. We're doing still photos, and the still photos are obviously going to turn into Polaroids that you see throughout the film. We need a minimum of 400 still photos to go on Mr. Bezarides' wall, our scientist's wall, and then we're going to need another 40 or so, which will be hero photos. And by hero photos, they'll be the ones that the talents holding in their hands that were taken during the course of the film itself, during the timeline of the story. Hold on, I'm about to be interrupted by some jerk.
Hey, I need the other writer to help me.
What's up?
You
You really need me?
the photos?
Okay. That's the
Yeah, I know.
separate.
Yeah. So, well, yeah, okay, so then this is first day of the montage, right? That's where it gets confusing. Yeah. So,
Wow.
what's she wearing that day? She would be wearing when's Thursday one morning.
So here's where they get the party on it, right? The painting is party night. He sees that.
Continuity on any movie is a challenge, and we had great people obviously working on it, but
Trying to keep continuity straight in a causal loop-esque time travel film is an absolute mindfuck.
So with the outfit she wore.
Tuesday morning. Tuesday 1.
Okay, none. Great. Well, we got one of them. So wait, then her outfit is.
Her outfit for this one is, I don't even know anymore.
One. Remember we took it out for one, I think. Okay, so Tuesday morning 2. What's the note? Cooper's the best producer. I don't have enough positive adjectives to lay on that guy. He's produced some of my shorts and spec commercials, and he's a very creative person. I mean, I have recollections of Cooper, building props at the last minute, the night before a shoot, and they're amazing props. Like, he's actually a very good fabricator, weirdly. But he's very creative, but also very organized and a good businessman. Something like that, right?
Yeah, we should go in there and look at the wall. Going back to the wall.
Hey, Finn.
Hey, Joe, how's it going? Hey, what's going on with the old man? I see Callie coming around here in the morning.
Oh, he's got a time machine. It takes pictures of the future.
Matt O'Leary. I mean, I'm a big fan of Matt. He's got a great body of work, and he seemed to immediately kind of grasp things about Finn that I felt were very important. The first thing he said really was, I read the script and told my girlfriend, I'm playing an artist, and his girlfriend got excited and said, you get to wear combat boots and, blah, 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 blah. And Matt said, no, he's actually kind of a conservative guy. He's very analytical. And those are really key traits to pick up on Finn, I think, out of the script and to use, just as some of the seeds for his character. So immediately I felt like, Matt really gets this guy.
No, absolutely not. We're calling the police.
Finn, I foretell that you live the rest of your life in pathetic obscurity and die penniless and insane.
I'm serious, Jasper.
Southfeed.
Hey, Marker.
Cooper and I had seen Danielle at South by Southwest in the movie Girls Against Boys, probably a week even before we started writing the script, and we just thought she was amazing. And from there, as we were finishing writing and getting into casting, her name kept coming up, and to our delight, we were able to get the script to her, and she read it and decided to take a chance on us, and it worked out, amazingly well.
Okay. Yes. Okay. I didn't touch the camera, right? I touched the camera.
The role of Jasper was one that, was kind of coveted. I think everybody likes to play someone that gets to go a little crazy or off kilter. And I became more familiar with George's material, and he just had a certain something that seemed right. And once we got him on set and started working through the role, it was clear we had made, the right decision.
That's a cut.
You don't like the frame. I just,
Yeah.
I just can't really do that. This frame.
My name too.
We could always this fine.
That's what I was thinking, actually, just in case.
How do you feel about your,
I think it's absolutely terrific.
Oh, good.
You did so well, so well. It's getting to be an intergenerational.
It was really exciting to have John Rhys Davies on set. Ultimately, his scene got cut, but his photos are still in the movie, and it was a really special day for the crew.
Have you seen the machine yet? Your masterpiece?
I haven't seen it.
You haven't?
Where's the frame or just
It's deep inside, yes, deep inside.
I first met Bradley at a film school, and I looked over his shoulder to see what he was working on. And he had this awesome short film with a spaceship that's crashing into these sand dunes. And come to find out, he had built the entire spaceship inside of his apartment and lived in it. And I really wanted to get to know this guy because he seemed like someone who was super smart. And once we finally got to know each other, we got along so well, we just decided we wanted to collaborate on projects. And I feel like I've learned so much from working with him.
All right.
I want one more.
Yeah, one more.
Still rolling, hold on.
Yeah, you gotta hold it right, it doesn't fall out. It right there in a perfect world.
Right here?
Yeah.
Do I start when I see the green flash?
I'd say probably no. I'll probably say like photo, and then you can start doing it.
You're gonna
Not a
say
single
photo?
hiccup.
Yeah, if that's cool. Or I'll say chicken. How's that? That'll make more sense.
Is that your safe word?
Yeah, what's the safe word? I'll say umbrella. And then I'll run out of the room screaming. Be like, you didn't stop when I asked you to. I said my safe word.
She's gone in there. She's gone.
Guys, dolly moves.
Ready, Tiffany?
Dolly forward a little bit if you can.
And
Oh, that was me.
action.
And green flash.
And hold Tiffany and action photo. Back to one. Tiffany, you did fine. We just weren't framed up right. Action.
Let's go back to one.
Back to one.
Copy.
We'll try. All right, I can feel it. This is the one. And action.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a picture wrap on principal photography for the motion picture time lapse. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, thank you guys for staying late. I really appreciate it, and for all your zillions of hours. I'll thank you all properly when I'm a little more awake. Fortunately, the creepy, claustrophobic location did not drive the crew insane. In fact, the opposite happened. Everyone got along extremely well, and I feel very, very fortunate that everyone was there to put in their time and energy.
Sulpant from the viola, a little less from the violins.
But I'll do sulpant, she'll play normal, that way it'll be a mix.
Okay, perfect.
Working with Andrew Kaiser, the composer, was an amazing experience, and the capstone of that was he got us a recording session at the legendary Capitol Records. To see the music, you know, be performed by an actual quartet in that amazing, historic recording space, it's something I'll never forget. Andrew and I were so on the same page in terms of the tone and the style. We're big Bernard Herrmann fans, and his score ended up elevating the material to a whole other level.
Our world premiere was at the Brussels International Fantastic Film Festival, and we got to the theater about 45 minutes early, and nobody was in line. We kept checking every 5 minutes around the corner to see if there was anyone in line. No one in line. And then about 15 minutes before the screening, I go over and check, and there's hundreds of people, and the line is snaking down the hall and out the door. And the people that ran the festival were telling us that's the biggest audience they've seen for the particular theater we were screening at.
What?
Thoughts?
I'm excited. I'm scared.
So first question, oftentimes when there's a big reveal or twist at the end, what we see happen all the time is that the twist is there for the twist's sake, and when you rewatch the film, there's no clues whatsoever in the film about what kind of twist the film could take. In your case, there's actually quite a lot of clues, so if you rewatch the movie, I would imagine that there's a lot of things in there that you can, that kind of hint to what's coming.
Clues were a big deal because we like setups and payoffs, but we also knew they had to be subtle to not show our hand. And we also like movies where if you're a little bit confused at the end, you want to watch it again, and then you understand more. You watch it a third time, you understand more. And it's like peeling back the layers of an onion.
The actress, Danielle Panabaker, who played Callie, she surprised me. She sometimes would add a look while we were shooting that I almost didn't even see, you know, but then in editorial, we'd catch it and go, oh, she gave us an extra clue that we didn't even sort of write in like an expression or a change of mood. So yeah, it was very impressive on her part.
Can you tell us something more about the production process?
Yeah, we were just talking about earlier. I mean, it's about the location kind of, but and the budget and how we didn't have very much to work with, but it forces us to kind of do the work manually and physically. And so, you know, there was a moment where we didn't have a part of the art that was finished, and it was the locks on the doors, and we were shooting this the next morning, and we're running around and taking other bolts from other parts of the property, so other doors, and we're just literally running. I mean, we're running around in the dark with a little flashlight, and it is a really scary property, so putting these bolts on and kind of just making it work. And that was, for me, that was kind of a moment where I was like, this is all kind of worth it, because everyone's working and getting their hands dirty, and it doesn't matter what your position on the movie is.
In the end, the film got accepted to 70 film festivals and won, I think, about 24 awards, which was very gratifying, obviously, and we're just super excited to see it finally go out into the world.